So yeah, so I did that. Hopefully I'll get some people are going to be putting those words in there. And so yeah, so I did my first video. It was super easy and really easy to do. I just got to figure out how to put those icons in the video that says like and subscribe. So if anyone out there knows how to do that.
So I'm not sure. And so my son is a YouTuber, and I think he uses like his video through CapCut and kind of put those images there. But I don't know if Brittany, I know I saw Robin raise her hand, so I don't know if they use something different. But I know CapCut, you can kind of do like those pop-up boxes.
Mm-hmm. CapCut. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I asked my son, and he said you film it on a video, and then you can add it through the video. There's so many good things to do video editing, and then you download it to YouTube. Yeah. So he says all the editing is in your video.
And then my second win is it's my 24-year anniversary. So bless my husband's heart that he's put up with me for 24 years.
That's awesome. Congratulations,
24 years. That's great, Robin.
Happy anniversary.
Yeah. Thank you. It's went by really, really fast. So, but yeah. So thanks.
That's great, cool.
Great. And he remembered before I did. So that's
better. That's a plus. I have a win to share. So one, on Saturday was my 3-year anniversary with Paparazzi. And two is I typically don't necessarily like carry my bling bag. I just started being more intentional about carrying it. And over the weekend, I made like $30 from the bling bag. I really didn't say anything. I just had the bag, and I was actually in church, and somebody just started looking at my bag, like picking, like, I want this and I want that. And I'm thinking, sure. And they just cashed out me. So something new for me. So excited for that.
That is awesome. Love the bling bag. Love the bling bag.
Yes. Anybody else have any wins? And I don't know, Mama.
I do.
Go ahead, Susan.
I need to get better at the bling bag now that you remind me I even have one. But anyway,
it's all a process.
Right. It is. I actually have 2 potentials that I've got to show the video to. One, I just spoke to her again this morning, and she's planning on coming Thursday night to watch the customer appreciation. The other one, she's like buying stuff to get ready and says she wants to start in April. And I'm like, no, you got to start this month. I want my crown, but I can't force her. And the other thing is
Mama Frank said, yes, you can.
I know, right? And the other thing is, I started my own team page and stuff. And with my consultants, I started my own training last Saturday before and this Saturday, and they're loving it. They're like, one of them, she used to do another MLM, and she's like, you're teaching me more did this, but then I learned with that whole company. So thanks to the Franks, because they trained me well. So
that's amazing. Great job, Susan. And
congratulations, Susan.
Susan, tell her that the offer ends in March and she gets extra pieces. Make it.
I told her that. She's like, I don't care about that. I want to be ready. And then she had something she has to do. And then she's like, and then I messaged her, I followed up with her again. And she's like, I promise, Susan, I haven't forgotten about you, but I really want to do this way first. She's like, I have a set way I like to do things. And I'm like, but try it my way.
Right, exactly.
I want a crown.
Just check in one more time, like the day before the end, and just like, I'm just making sure, because this is definitely a great opportunity. I mean, you don't want to have them, of course, but just try, just occasionally just check in and see before the promotion ends. We got like 4 more days.
I know. I'm like, come on.
Yeah.
She was the one that actually Brittany did a 3-way call with me on. So.
Oh, good.
Yeah.
Awesome.
Excuse me.
Any wins on Facebook, Mama Frank?
Yes, I have, Tara Booth said she had an event yesterday, made $100. Brandy just said, I've got to get my bling bag. I'm really only small person right now, so that would be an awesome thing to have. Yeah, that's great. And many people are saying hello, 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 and welcome on Facebook. We appreciate it.
Hi,
So thank
everyone.
you.
Congratulations on you guys' wins on Facebook as well. Are we ready to jump in?
Yeah, let's do it.
Okay, so you guys know that this is the last week, unfortunately, of the social media 90-day run. So very sad about it, but hopefully Fraser hopes that everyone got as much as they could out of this session. And I don't know, Brittany and Mama Frank, if you guys could maybe set up a chat where we can put like at least one thing that you really love that you learned through the 90 days. So whatever that is, if it's fine, add message, ask the question, attraction marketing techniques, strategies. We'll try to put a post in the chat, in the group, for just to see some of the things that you learned and benefit from this 90-day run. So what we'll be probably focusing on this week is just kind of putting all of these things together. And so today was really good. Fraser went through the start of the process to the end. However, the process never ends. And so what Fraser mentioned to us is that the end of like the conversion part, the close, is really the transformation of somebody else's journey. So it never really ends. The network marketing space, it just keeps going, keeps going, keeps going. So the process is really always like just revolving, just keep converting, keep closing, starting more transformations. We are in a transformation business. So what he did stress today in his kind of conversation with us is that if you focus on the transaction, so if you just focus really on selling the product, you lose the opportunity to transform someone else's life. So kind of start to be more intentional about focusing on those friends, those family members, those people that you interact with, their transformation, and not so much of focusing on the product. So today, the start to finish process, or the start part of the process, we're going to start with generating a lead. So that's number one. So the beginning of the process is generating a lead. So that's your find ad message. So whether you find someone through suggested friends, whether you find them through groups, whether you find them through top fan pages, however you find them in your action, and you can also find them through attraction. So the attraction part is through your content. So whether it's through reels and you end up connecting with someone, you want to find ad message, you want to message them. So the first thing is to generate a lead. The two ways you generate is through attraction or action. The second part is that once you find this person and you find ad and you message them, or you start to connect with them, the second part of the process should be building a relationship. And so Fraser just kind of went through and started talking about his experience, where he has a kind of a small friends group. And most of his friends, they've been friends from like early childhood. So over 30 plus years, 25 to 30 plus years. And he said after he kind of had his baby, he noticed that, I haven't really heard from my friends. And so he was talking with someone, and he kind of, in his mind, like none of my friends have checked on me since I had this baby. And, I haven't heard from them. And so someone kind of said to him, who he was speaking with, well, have you reached out to them? So the conversation starts with you. The person who initiates the conversation wins. So that's, if you look through your friends, sometimes we get busy with life, things happen, and, we haven't reached out, whether it's a family member. Let's not focus so much on them reaching out to us. We are the instigator. So we want to instigate the conversation. And we're doing the same thing when it comes to building relationships, however you're building your business through social media. So you want to focus on the second step of the process is building the relationship. Yes, sometimes that can be boring. It can take longer than you may want to, anticipate, but you just want to kind of get to know them, get to identify their pain points, how you can help them, show them that you care, show them that you want to add value to them. So that's the second part of the process. Some of the things that you may want to do when you're building your relationship is try to find out things about the person that someone else may not know. And two of the ways that, and I don't know, Sedaria or Tanya or Robin, if you heard other questions, but I only wrote down two. One of them was, what's something you love to eat that majority of the people don't eat? Or what's your favorite song to sing while you're in the car? So something like kind of unique and just will kind of seem like a weird question. Like, what's your favorite song to sing? Like I have my favorite song. I don't know, it's a gospel song, but it's typically a song I probably play when I initially get in the car, and then I'll branch off to something else. But there's this one thing, or he did mention what you sang in the shower, but that may become too personal. So he switched it to car. So just finding something unique to ask them about. And then, of course, as we get further into the process, you're going to track these things by writing it down so that you can kind of follow up and start to engage with with the person that you're connecting with. So the third part of the process is ask the question. So if you're asking the question about a product, or if you're asking the question about, are you interested in learning more ways to make money through social media? Just ask the question is number 3 of the process. And then if they say, yes, I'm open, the fourth part of the process is qualify. So he focused a lot more on, I'm going to say kind of starting a business, but some of these questions you can use as well for the product. Some of the questions that you can ask for qualifying is, why are you open to make more money? Or why are you open to checking out my live? Why are you open? But I think it's more of a business related joining for me. But again, other Sedaria or Mama Frank or Coach Tanya may feel differently about the product. I don't know necessarily if I would qualify a lot for a product, but really from a business perspective, if they want to start their own business. So the first question is, why are you open to make more money? The second question is, where are you right now on that journey? So if they say, yes, I'm open to make more money through social media, and I'm open to it because I need more, I need an extra $500. Well, right now, where are you? Are you making any money from social media? They may say, well, I kind of make, $20 through Reels or something like that, maybe. You want to see where they are, because you want to kind of remember, we want to talk with them and find their pain points and find how we can fill the gap that they may be having on their journey. Another question is, where do you want to be? So that falls into, again, well, I currently make $20, but I really could make $1,000. I really could use an extra $1,000. So now that gap is $980, basically, that they need. If they were making 20, or if they make 0 and now they need an extra $200, that the gap is, okay, well, they really need extra $200, however much that is for that month or that week. And then the next other question for qualifying is, have you done anything else before? So have you tried to make money through social media? Have you tried network marketing before? What didn't go right with network marketing before? Those are some of the things of the questions you want to ask to qualify. And after they answer some of those questions, you want to kind of reiterate, are you sure you're open to learning more about this opportunity? And the idea is just to make sure that they're really ready, that they are really interested, that it's something that they already have really identified, this can help me. So it makes it easier for you to kind of convert them into starting their own business. So the next part is tool. Don't be a fool. Use the tool is what Fraser says. Every time he says that, I laugh. But you want to have a tool once they are ready, once you've qualified them and you've really determined that they are really serious about this opportunity, and that it really is something that could add value to them and it could help transform their life. You want to give them a tool. So if that is recommending the customer appreciation that the Franks do, or if it's a Zoom that you do with your team, or if it's a Zoom that you do privately, if it's a video that you may have that you've recorded to share about the opportunity, whatever the tool may be, or if it's what is it called, Mama Frank? I can't think of it right at this particular moment. When you add them to the group tag, it's not is oh you on that? Sorry, is it add tag message ATM? There we go. I couldn't think of the acronym. There's so many. So you can add tag, right? You can add tag or message them as well. So whatever tool that you have found to work successfully for you, and if you haven't found anyone that works, just try different ones and get yourself in the groove to share a tool with them once you qualify. Mama Frank?
Yeah, one other thing that I have thought about is, why not give them your replicated site? Say, go look at what we offer in our kits. Go look at some of our jewelry. Go look at how the founders came about. Find out more about the company. You could give them different parts of that for them to look at also. That's done very professionally too. So
yes, agree. Thank you. And then the sixth part was follow up with a group chat. So you, the prospect that you've qualified, yourself and someone in either in your upline, your sideline, or your downline. You just want to introduce them to someone within your within the business that you're connected with. If you don't have one, we have a number of lovely people within this group that you have either connected with or you want to kind of start connecting with, to have them maybe reach out to your prospect in this group message. And basically what the sideline, upline, or downline would do is just share about their opportunity. So it's just going to give them some more information and how the business has added value to them on their transformation to kind of help them determine if they're really ready to start. So the part 6, again, is follow up with them through the group message. Now, part 7 is track. We mentioned that earlier when we kind of asked them as we were building relationships, we wrote notes. And maybe they may, you want to follow up with them and ask them if they have questions. But when it gets to tracking, maybe you want to write down some of the things that they've said. Okay, well, they followed up, and if they had questions, or maybe not at this time. For instance, like a Susan situation, really not at this time. I need to, I got to get some things in order and I need to do this. Maybe check back with me in 6 months, or maybe I'm going to try a different option first and, let me think more about it. Whatever they may be saying in your conversation of building the relationship, in the conversation of you following up, sharing the tool, anything that you want to kind of follow up on later, you want to track. So if it's 3 months later, and say, for instance, he gave the example of a health journey, and someone wanted to lose maybe 95 pounds. And 3 months from now, they said, okay, no, I don't want to try your, not right now. I'm not interested in the product. But 3 months from now, you check back in with them because you wrote down kind of some of the notes. Hey, how are you doing on your fitness journey? And they maybe say, I am doing really good. I lost 50 pounds. And you're going to be like, oh, that's so great. I'm so proud of you. You're doing amazing. Keep up the great work. And again, don't be discouraged if it doesn't turn into an immediate maybe product sale or business sale, but they do become a fan of yours because you were authentic, you were genuine, and you really cared enough to check up on them. A lot of people say we're going to check up and we don't. And that's happened to me before. They just said, oh, I'm so surprised you followed up, because some people will say it and just, forget all about it, not write it down. And sometimes it's not intentional, but if we're intentional about writing it down, we can follow up and they feel our connection. They feel that we care. And it may even in turn result in, oh, I know somebody that has jewelry, or I know someone that has a great opportunity. It really wasn't for me, but it may be for you. So they become a raving fan. And in turn, that may result in a new product sale later down the line or a new business partner later down the line. And so the last part of the process is launch. You want to just, if they are truly ready, they have no questions, you're ready to launch them into their transformation of starting their own business. And you go into leading them on their journey through Paparazzi Accessories. So I see, so I'm going to recap if anyone missed the 8 steps. You would, 1, generate a lead either through action or attraction marketing. Number 2 was build a relationship, and that may not be just in a quick day. It takes time to build relationships for them to know you, trust you, and want to, build something with you. Number 3 is ask the question either to your product or to the business opportunity. Number 4 is to qualify them. Basically, why are you interested? Where would you like to be? Where are you now? And number 5 is use a tool to share more information about the opportunity or the product. Number 6 is to follow up with them using the group message with your sideline, upline, or downline. Number 7 is to track the results throughout this process. And number 8 is to launch them into their transformation. Now, what is the homework? What's the dare is the question. So the dare is, you guys heard all 8 steps. Now, with you on Zoom and maybe in the Facebook chat, how many of you have done all of the 8 steps? Because I have not. Raise my hand. I have not done all 8 steps. So our dare is to identify which ones we have not done. Those gaps, like we are identifying someone else's gaps, we need to identify the gaps in our process and figure out what we need to do to fill those gaps. So which pieces we haven't done that we need to do, and if we need to figure out how we do them, or go back and watch one of the sessions from the 90 days in the videos on the page, go back and look at those and find where you need to fill the gaps in the process. So the dare is not necessarily going to reach out to anyone today, but it's really focusing on the process and what gaps have you not filled in your process. And if you have filled them all, how have they worked for you? So track what you've done to see, okay, well, did it break down when I got to trying to qualify and that didn't work out? Or did I not build the relationship good enough and they just immediately said no? Really, you want to take time to focus on each part of the 8 steps and determine kind of where you are and what things you need to kind of fix to make this to be more successful. Yes.
You want me to show the screenshot and you can kind of show that as far as a timeline? Because I'm very visual.
Do you have a screenshot? Yes.
I sure do.
Oh, go ahead.
Hold on 1 second.
Yes, go. I was like, I don't have a screenshot.
Okay. Can you see that?
While Brittany's putting that up, not yet, honey. While she's putting that up, somebody up on Facebook asked, I'm really behind.
Hold on 1 second. Do you still see it? Do you see it?
See like 8 screens of Zoom.
Yeah, no,
and messenger chats or the 90 days.
It's not working,
Facebook.
darling.
Yeah, it's like multiplying. Okay, go ahead, Mama Frank, while she's getting that.
Someone asked if this group is going to stay up. Yes, this Facebook group we're leaving up, so you can go back and refer to it at any time because it's been a lot. We understand that. So it's always going to be there. You can have it to go back to, refer, and send some of your team members. Another thing is we will be doing another 90-day run beginning the 1st of May. It's going to be on recruiting. So stay in touch and watch this group, because we'll reach out to you and we'll advertise when we find out more about that. We know nothing other than it's on the calendar. That's all we know. And last, don't forget to go in and register for Most Powerful Women. It's free, I think, till the end of March, so don't miss out. And it's going to be a virtual, I'll see if I can find it and post it in the Facebook group, but it's
MPW. I can't remember. Oh,
Okay, did that work?
yeah,
yes,
good
we
job,
see
Brett.
it now.
Okay, so here's the timeline and of what Valencia was talking about. So right here is where you start and you're getting the leads. How do you get the leads? Action, attraction. That was week 1. You build a relationship. You're asking the question. You are qualifying them. By qualifying them, you're asking why, where, their goals, before, are they open to a tool? Here's the next one. Then follow up. You're following up with them. You're using upline, sideline. That's what this is. Then you're tracking it. And then you launch. And then this is dare. So there's that, but you guys have this as kind of, it makes sense as far as not just looking at a weird screenshot.
Yes. Thank you.
You are
And I know
so
we have new releases in like 2 minutes. So
We
I guess
do.
if anyone have any questions, feel free to drop them in this live and then we'll answer them. Bye, guys.
Thank you. Thanks, Valencia. See you tomorrow.
Okay,
Bye-bye.
bye-bye.